Hello, viewers. I'm excited to again welcome you to another exciting edition of Visionary Corner right here on Millennium TV. I believe you are waiting to hear from us as we keep on sharing untold stories from different people from all walks of life. Let's get inspired. And on this particular edition, with me, your host, Doreen Kapamba, live on YouTube Decoders Channel 95. And we are coming live and direct from the Longenka Studios, Lusaka, Zambia. Remember to catch us live as well on our Facebook page, which is Millennium TV Zambia. Ensure to like, share, follow the program, and please drop us some comments right in the comment section box. On this particular edition, I'm so happy once more as we're being joined now by a dancer, professional dancer. Her name is Apalak Mawa, and other than that, being a professional dancer, she is also a CEO, founder of Mental Care. This is an organization which focuses on spreading awareness on mental health. Stay tuned for our conversation this afternoon. Welcome, Madam Mao, and how are you?
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm just so excited. I want to hear more because I just feel like dancing, just, you dance, the song is playing, and then I'm reading a professional dancer.
Right.
But can't wait to get into the conversation. But we'll start by telling us a little bit about yourself and just your background in dancing.
Okay, so firstly, I think my full name is Palak Marva.
Mm-hmm.
I am a dancer and a choreographer.
Okay.
And I have been dancing from a very young age.
Wow.
And I have explored many dance forms throughout my journey, starting with like Bollywood, Bhangra, Gidda, which is like a traditional Punjabi folk dance in India. And I have done a little bit of Garba, a little bit of belly dance, hip hop, and a little bit of Afro.
All that.
Yeah.
How long did it take you, to when you were just a young girl, dancing to probably traditional kind of dances, and growing up, starting to experience other ways of dancing, the hip hop and what? How long did that take you to get all that?
It took me a lot of years. I mean, to reach where I am. I'm still not at that level yet, but it took me a lot of years to to learn it professionally. Yeah.
Definitely. And to get to that professionalism, maybe just to get to hear where this inspiration is coming from. I believe the background is what makes somebody really gets to push to get further into other stages, like you become now a professional.
Right.
What inspired you?
Firstly, dancing was something I enjoyed the most. I was a very active child. My mom would always put me in like a lot of activities like swimming, music, singing. I used to go for piano lessons, guitar classes as well. But dancing was just a little different for me. I enjoyed being on stage, and I think it was very obvious to my parents as well that dancing is something a little different from all the other activities that I was doing. So I kept dancing, and then throughout my journey, I met a lot of amazing dance teachers that helped me and shaped me to
Wow, it's such an amazing journey. But like your parents observed that thing that was actually in you, the passion for dancing. How well did they come up along with you to support you until you are where you are?
So my parents, throughout my journey, have been very supportive. As a kid, dance was just like a hobby. So they would always put me in a lot of dance competitions, in a lot of shows, performances, annual functions. But I think throughout my journey, dance became passion, and they still come and support me. Like my mom came to support me today.
Definitely.
So yeah, my parents have been very supportive.
But could that be that there's somebody in the family that used to dance that you took it up, or is it just a talent?
I think it's just a talent because no one really in my family was
Into
dancing. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a talent.
You find joy in that. All right. But what led you to dancing? Just putting it now as an art form, and when did you first really start training? Took it serious? Yes, you mentioned you're now going to these the teachers that could train you.
Right. So firstly, I'm not like a trained dancer. I'm a self-taught dancer. So whatever I've learned is all from watching YouTube videos,
Oh.
and like just watching
And
people on
just
TV.
Mhm.
So that sort of inspired me a lot. Um, but I think there's one particular dance form that I actually got training in,
Okay.
and that was in Dubai.
Okay.
There's this dance form called Bhangra, which is again a very traditional folk dance in
Okay.
India.
Mhm.
So I did join a very big group in Dubai, and we were trained. I think for 2 years I got training,
Mhm.
and that's the only dance form that I have training in. Yeah.
Was there a part where you felt like, oh, this is too hard, probably need to stick to what I know?
It was hard because Bhangra is a very energetic dance form,
Okay.
and it requires a lot of energy, and it's also a little different from other dance forms.
Mhm.
So initially it was very tough,
Mm-hmm.
but it was even hard to get in the team because there were many auditions that you had to go through. But yeah, in the beginning it was tough, but then as I went further, it was amazing. I think it was one of my favorite memories of Dubai.
I can imagine, maybe because you've already been a dancer and this is something that was quite easy for you to really take up and
Right.
still manage to add it up. But do you feel like you still need more of other trainings, probably different the dancing styles?
I think so because see, Bollywood is something I've been doing from a very young age. Bhangra is something I just got training in. However, I really like contemporary as a dance form, so I would want more training in it, and I like how contemporary works. It's pure art. So I would like to get a little bit of training in contemporary as well.
Okay. Do you have favorite dancing styles or those arts, traditional ones that you love the most? Wherever you are, you feel like I need to make a move.
So it's a little tough to choose one. But I think my top three dance styles have been Bollywood because that's something I've been doing since a very young age.
Yeah.
And Bollywood is also very dramatic, so it allows me to be dramatic and more expressive. And Bhangra is like a traditional dance. It's from my tribe, so that also, motivates me to present it out there. And I think apart from that, contemporary is also something that I really like. I am not very trained in contemporary, but yeah, contemporary is something that I would like to get training in, and I would like to do it more.
Amazing. Maybe just my question to you is, this coming from a tender age, you are very young, you love dancing, an active child, and then, growing up. Just share with us how you made that grow along with you, because I think I can testify. Where I am, where I was growing up, I was telling this girl could always dance in front of dad's friends, and you'll be there dancing. Then you grow up, you feel probably gaining some weight, it becomes hard. How did you build that?
So dance became passion when I was in my 20s. I just started enjoying dancing so much, and I just realized that this is just more than a hobby, even more than a passion, I would say.
Wow.
And I think over the years, I just started, going more on stage and doing more workshops, and that gave me confidence to keep doing it. And as an artist, I always challenge myself to stay out of my comfort zone, to not give up on what I'm doing. And it's hard because I am also a student. Yeah, I come from a business background. And so it's tough managing two things. Two things, and then
it's fun that you love. You don't have to be with your time. Wow. That's amazing. But share with us the moment you appeared before the public, and now talking about you performing in front of people. You were just a kid, you would dance home, mom would clap for you. Wow, a baby girl does this, she can dance. But then you are now on a serious stage, and these are big people watching you. Share with me that experience, or with us, with the viewers as well.
So honestly, since a very young age, I was always going on stage and performing. So that confidence was just always there, and that comfort was always there on stage. But I think over the years, the opportunities I've gotten throughout my journey, I think that was something very different from what I was doing as a child. So recently I did a Bhangra workshop. That this is something that has never happened in Zambia throughout the years. So it was a very special moment. It
Wow.
was like a milestone for me.
Wow.
So we had like a houseful workshop, and I think that was very different and very challenging as well. And I think apart from that, we've you know gone on a lot of events, and we've done something different. We did like an event, Bollywood Night, which is a very celebrated event, and I did a dance act, which was something very different from what I do. Not like a normal performance. It involved like a whole dance story through acting, dancing. So I think over the years, I've just challenged myself to do something different.
And the most important thing is that family has been on along with you, like throughout your journey, which
Right.
is actually amazing. Can you share with us your favorite style of dance and why you've drawn to it?
So I think my
Why you
favorite
really drawn to it,
style
yeah.
has always been Bollywood Bhangra. I think these two, because Bhangra for sure, because it's a dance from my tribe, and it's just a different feeling when you're representing your culture out there to the audience. That is something very different. Plus, Bhangra is a very energetic dance form, and it comes from your heart.
Wow.
So it's a very happy dance. So whenever I'm happy, I like to do Bhangra. It makes me happy. I think apart from that, Bollywood, because I've been doing that since a very young age. I've just grown up watching more Bollywood movies than cartoons. So, so I think that
A strange child, right?
motivated me for sure.
Well, maybe just some practices of it, anything that you can maybe show us.
Yeah, so maybe I can teach like a Bhangra move, which
Okay.
is it's something very easy that
Okay.
anyone can do. So with the hands, again, we use our hands and our legs
Okay.
for Bhangra, and we use our shoulders too. So our shoulders are very important because your shoulders are always moving when you're doing Bhangra, and you need to keep a smile on your face whenever you're doing Bhangra. So what you can do is you can raise your hands, and then that's it. And then you can you need to
Like that.
just that, yeah.
Wow. Simple as that. But I know when it gets to the legs, everything goes.
Yeah, with the legs, it's a little tough.
know.
That's a different, yeah. But hopefully one day we'll get to learn.
But how did you all along get to balance all this desire for dancing, with your studies? I mean, you mentioned, school, and how are you balancing, your life, in between this love for this? You also have other things that you are doing, personal life, family time and whatnot.
So it was very tough doing two things at the same time. I remember when I was in Dubai. So I studied in Dubai. I did my degree from there. So I was dancing and studying at the same time, and I was working also. So that was very tough because I used to work 9.5 hours every day, and I used to come back and I had like students, so I used to teach dance as well. And I was also the dance coordinator of my dorm. And I was also part of the amazing Bhangra team that I told you about.
Yeah.
So I used to come back, and then I used to just get into dancing. And it was tough because I would not have time for myself, but it was something very different because I'm a corporate girly, so I like, going to work, and then I like coming back and just doing what I love. So I think, once you love doing something, I think
You always spend some
yeah,
time
you
for it.
always give time to it.
Well, like I did mention earlier, you're also the CEO of Mental Care. I just wanted to see how you are relating this dancing to this mental health. As this helps you along the way, maintaining your mental health, dancing. How does really dancing comes into play?
So dancing plays a huge role in my mental health, because dance has always made me very happy. I think dance is like pure happiness for me. They say you should find happiness in small things. So I think dance has always been that joy, that thing that gives me a lot of happiness. So that has always helped me with any struggles that maybe that I go through, or anything that I have experienced so far. Dance has always been like a stress buster, I would say. Yeah.
But how are you managing to also spread this awareness to the rest of the world?
So I started mental care like a few years back with one of my friend, and we came up with this idea at my university, and we just thought that since a lot of people go through mental health issues, we should do something about it. We should start with educating people on mental health, especially kids and teenagers. There are certain individuals who don't even know what they're going through. So I think educating people on mental health has always been our goal, and just spreading awareness. So we had a lot of events. We used to go to a lot of schools to spread awareness and educate kids on mental health. And yeah, this journey has been amazing because it has taught me a lot.
The happy you from dancing to share it to the rest of the world, it's really important.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned you studied in Dubai. Maybe just some experiences, the most influential experiences whilst in Dubai, even as you were still in school, also putting up with your dancing.
So I think in terms of dance, my most influential experiences in Dubai have been my Bhangra group in Dubai. The reason why it was so inspiring to me is because everyone had the same passion for dance, and they were coming together to represent their culture very proudly, which was very inspiring to me. And everyone was very disciplined. We used to dance almost 4 hours on a weekend, and we would always have like workshops, events. So I think that inspired me a lot. Plus my dance teacher, I think he also plays a huge role in inspiring me in many ways. I think he changed my whole perception of dance. He's a perfectionist, and he's always paid attention to all the small details when you're dancing. So I think that really helped me in my dance journey as well.
But were there some challenges that you faced on your way up to where you are now as a professional?
I think challenges, mainly, I think it has to do with managing two things at the same time, for sure. I think it was tough to give time to dancing when you're also working, studying. So I think that was a little difficult, but like I said, if you love something, you always find time for it.
Have you had any notable performances or collaborations? Can you tell us about some of your favorite projects?
My favorite projects, I think, has to be Bollywood Night, which is a very celebrated event in Zambia. The reason why it was one of my favorite projects was because we did a dance act. And the dance act just involved storytelling. So I wanted to put a message out there to the audience, but then through dance. So that was very challenging and something very different from what I do. We had I was not just choreographing and teaching people, but also doing a little bit of script writing. Yeah, so that was a very different experience, and I think a lot of people loved the performance. And I think during the same event, I actually won a reward
Wow.
at the end. So I won a ticket to South Africa, and out of I think everyone, they had to choose like the best performance.
Mhm.
So they chose me for that, and I think that was also like a milestone in my life. Um, Apart from that, I have had like other projects as well that have been my favorite. I have done one project which was again contemporary,
Mhm.
and it was related to storytelling as well. It was a whole dance act on domestic violence and rape cases that happen,
Okay.
all over the world. So it was also a very challenging performance, because when you're dancing,
Mhm.
dancing on a sad song is a little more tough than dancing on a happy song.
Definitely.
So I
That
think
you're a happy child. Now you're doing the opposite.
yeah, so I think that was very different, and that was also very challenging. But it's also something that people loved. So people could relate to it, and I got a lot of messages from people who actually go through domestic violence, and they said the dance made a huge impact on them, and they could connect to the performance on a very deep level.
Okay.
So I think that as a dancer was like, I felt like I achieved something there. So I think these dance projects have been my favorite. Yeah, and I think the Bhangra workshop that I did was
Okay.
also one of my favorite.
And how do you continue to challenge yourself and just grow as an artist?
So like I said, I like to get out of my comfort zone. I always push myself to do something different all the time, and I think the only competition that I see is myself. I think that's very important when you're an artist, because you need to keep challenging yourself, and you need to compete with yourself to do even better than what you did last time.
Yeah.
And I think that has always helped me, and to not just give up on your dreams, to always dream big, because life is full of surprises. And I think, yeah, these things have helped me. Even saying yes to all the opportunities, whether small or big, I think that is also very important as an artist.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Share with us this vision and just what really drives your creativity, maybe just to get to understand that.
I think what drives my creativity is watching people's experiences, or maybe like my own experiences, or just watching something on TV. I think that helps me with getting creative. So I think that also plays a huge role in driving creativity.
And who are some of your biggest inspirations in the dance world, and how have they influenced your work?
So I think my biggest influences have been my dance teachers in Dubai. They have motivated me, they've taught me the value of perfectionism, and also just to like not give up on your dreams, to pay attention to all the small details when you're dancing. And apart from that, I have been a huge fan of Matt Stefanina as well.
Okay.
And it's one of my dreams to attend one of his workshops someday.
Okay.
So he has also been inspiring me. I think even in Bollywood, there is an actress called Madhuri.
Okay.
She also inspires me a lot. She's a very graceful dancer. So I think watching them on TV just helped me get more creative and more confident on stage.
And just to being a dancer, how are you also just moving on with the trend? You've seen these the young ones coming up, probably who don't really relate much with the culture kind of dances like you mentioned. Because
Right.
I heard you talk of as it the hip hops, you're trying to also just ensure that you communicate on that level as
On that
well.
level.
How are you moving on that line?
So I think as a dancer, obviously you need to challenge yourself to do different styles, and to just get an idea of how different styles work as well. But again, when you're doing something cultural, it's just very different. When you're representing a culture, I think that just is very different from doing something that is very global. A lot of dancers these days, I think, are moving to styles like hip hop, contemporary, jazz. Um, but I would just suggest, it's necessary to also focus on, the cultural aspect and the cultural dances as well. So I think that also helps build a dancer, I would say, yeah.
Definitely. Can you share with us a particularly difficult experience that you had and how you learned from it?
In the dance journey?
Yes.
I think I did a competition a few years back, and this was in Dubai. So it was very difficult because we had a lot of injuries. I think I had injuries on my legs, on my hands. I could not move my neck. So I think that was very challenging. We had to dance almost 9 hours every day, and yes, because it was a very big competition, so we were taking it very seriously. We were training for 3 months, and during the process, everyone had injuries, and it was very difficult. But I remember the same day when I was performing, I got another injury on my knee. So that was a different story.
Did you just feel like giving up, like, no, I have to change this. I have to stop this.
It was difficult because I think in the process, we were all very, our mental peace was not there, and it was very difficult. But we kept challenging ourselves, we kept motivating each other to, do our best to put it out there. And I think after the performance was done, there was a different level of satisfaction that was there. So I think that felt like an achievement of its own.
Amazing. Maybe just share with us with me here, the viewers out there who actually just thinks dancing is just something that one will not really put energy into, really invest in, become a professional dancer like you are. Just probably the importance of dancing, what you gain from it, and why somebody out there should feel like pursuing such a dream as yours.
So I think firstly it all depends on your passion. I think to be a professional dancer, you need to love what you do. I think you have to start with the love that has to be there for dancing. If dancing makes you happy, and if you really think that it can make a huge impact on your life, then I would just want to tell people that don't give up on what you do. Just keep doing it, because one day you're going to see the results.
Definitely.
And it will always be a different achievement. Yeah.
Sure. Well, you mentioned on that competition where you had to sprain your leg, your neck. It was a big challenge. But maybe just to hear from you how you maintain your physical and mental well-being just as a dancer.
So I think I like to get enough hours of sleep, because I think that is very important as a dancer. You need to sleep on time, and you need to get enough hours of sleep. I think apart from that, meditation helps as well. I think I don't like exercising a lot. I don't like going to the gym. I'm not that person.
An exercise.
But I think dance has always been like an exercise. Zumba helps as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think these things help. Yeah.
To get you moving, to avoid those sprains.
Yes.
Right. Maybe just looking into your short-term and long-term goals as a professional dancer. Where are you at? How are your plans looking like, or your overall even your goals?
So I think in the short term, I would want like more opportunities, maybe like more projects, maybe like working on a different project, doing something very different again from what I do. And then in the long term, maybe I would want like a studio, personalized studio for myself where I can teach.
Dances.
Definitely.
Okay. Can you tell us about any upcoming performances or projects you are excited about, especially while drawing towards the end of the year? This is, festival seasons. People want to see such moves.
Right. So I think because I did a workshop and I got a very good response, so we are planning to keep like another workshop, hopefully, and we've been working on that. So I have like some ideas on something different again, so it will be a little different from what I did. And so yeah, I think we've been working on that, and hopefully once everything is planned, we will put it out there.
Now, and how are you seeing yourself contributing to the dance community in the future?
By I think teaching people the techniques, maybe passing down what I have learned to others, and just doing more performances, more events, more workshops. I think that would be my goal for now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, when we talk of dancing, I think music also comes into play. So,
Right.
do you, when you're dancing to, you're dancing to this music, is it just a music of those orders because it's culture, or you can still move with the new music that is coming on?
I think you can still move with the new music. I have seen a lot of trends where people mix two dance forms together.
Okay.
I have also done that before. I've done Bhangra on an Arabic song, which is different. So I think you can also, always focus on like the latest trends, and you can add in the cultural aspect to the latest trends, and and that is even better than what you're doing, because that's something different.
Definitely. Well, speaking to the Mint Care organization, but you actually a mental care organization, mental health rather, that you actually talked about. Can you just share with us your passion about this particular organization, and just the future plans you have towards this, because you seem to really have interest in these mental issues. You want to really impact most people out there who are actually suffering from different mental illnesses.
So I think I would want to keep spreading awareness on mental health by going to more places. So we've been going to schools, but I would like to go to more places, not just focusing on schools. And I would like to educate not just kids, but I think everyone on mental health, the importance of mental health, and how it is just like physical health, and I would like to do more events on mental health, and I think that has been our plan, throughout the journey, and that's what we are trying to focus on.
The inspiration behind this?
The inspiration behind this, honestly, I think I have been I have faced this issue before, so I think that also has been my inspiration, because if I can get through this journey myself, then there are many people out there that go through all these issues. So I think that has been my inspiration to help others, just like how I got out of it. So I think that also has been my inspiration, and my whole team was very supportive with my idea, and then we just thought we should do something about it.
But did dancing play any role in your coming out of such mental issues?
Yeah, definitely. I think dance played a huge role helping me coming out of that situation. Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Well, Yunus, we are wrapping up. Maybe anything else you'd also want to share with the viewers out there?
I think just a message to all the young ones to continue doing what they do. Not just dance, doesn't matter. I mean, whatever you love doing, just don't stop. Keep dreaming big, and you're going to see the results.
Just how challenging was it? How are you challenging the public out there? Because I believe even when you're trying to pursue your dreams, that just other people out there want to make your life really hard. They don't want to see you get there. Give you different reviews that will just drain you, like, wow, I think I can't do this anymore.
So I think for that case, your passion should be more than what other people think of you. I think that when your passion is much more higher than what people perceive of you, I think that just helps you keep a positive mindset, and to not, let that affect you as a dancer. So I think that has always been the case for me.
Right. I think many have to pick on that one.
Yes.
The dream must be bigger than the environment. Definitely. Yeah, you did actually, speaking of family-wise, how they've come along to support you. I think I only heard of mom. I never heard of that.
No, my dad also has been very supportive, and my dad actually likes watching all my dance videos, and he really helps me with you know.
Because most cases we hear dance and you have to focus on your school.
No, my dad actually has been very supportive,
Amazing.
as well as my mom. They've always motivated me to do a lot of events. To you know, they've always made sure that I keep on doing events, workshops, everything. And they also help me with my dance performances. They always give me advice on what I can do to always improve on what I'm doing. So I think my parents have played a huge role.
Definitely. And how does it make you feel where, you know, you're in front of this, you know, the public, your audience, you know, seeing them cheering, you know, they are making them happy. How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel good because, you know, a lot of people come up and tell me that, you know, if I'm doing something that connects with the audience, you know, sometimes your audience connects with your performance.
Yeah.
So I think that is one of the best compliments that a dancer can receive. So that makes me very happy if I can make an impact on someone's life, if I can make them happy, you know, just by dancing. So I think that is one of the best things.
Just also another way of curing that mental issue.
Yes.
Definitely. Well, maybe just a word to these youngsters, the babies growing up, the active ones like you are, who would also want to pursue a similar a dream like yours. Just an advice on how they can also build themselves to be where you are now.
Like I said, I would say not say no to opportunities, whether small or big. I believe that you should give in the same amount of effort and energy to even the small opportunities that come your way. So I think that is also important, not just as a dancer, but anything that you do. I think just keep saying yes to opportunities because life is full of surprises. Keep working hard, just not give up on your way because sometimes it can be very draining. But I think if your passion is stronger than your what people perceive of you, like I said, you know, trust me, there will be no struggles on your way. Yeah.
Can you give us a sneak into your upcoming projects or performances? We have to look forward. Like I mentioned, festival season.
Right. So I think my workshop, my next workshop, we're planning on keeping a workshop hopefully within 2 months. And yeah, I think this will be something different from the workshop that happened. We are planning to keep it outdoor. And yeah, I think that is something we've been focusing on. We're still deciding the dates, but it will also be very interesting because we'll be adding different activities, not just dancing. So yeah, that is something very interesting coming on the way.
We look forward. Just one more last question, even as we are winding up, Madam Ma. I would like to just maybe pose a question to you, especially that you are the founder CEO of Mental Care. This is an organization which focuses on spreading awareness on mental health. What is something that's triggering in my mind, and that is why did you think of opening an organization like this one when your passion is into dancing? Why did you start with the dancing?
I think that time because of what I was going through initially, I think that time my main goal was to just help people.
Was that bad? Was that so bad?
It was bad in the beginning, but I think that was very inspiring. I remember very focused on just helping people more than dancing. I thought dance could wait, but this is more important right now.
The impacts of people was too much that you thought that would come first.
Yes.
Amazing. That's love for people. Need to see people happy and healthy. Thank you so much, Madam Palak Mao, and this bye-bye words to the viewers there.
Thank you so much for having me, first of all. And I think for the viewers, I would just say keep doing what you do, and you know, one day you will see all the results that you know,
Definitely.
yeah.
Looking forward to your dance moves some days. I think they need part of that. I'm sure we'll be
Definitely.
able to
I
share.
think next workshop you should be there.
Sure, to capture part of that. Thank you so much. Dear viewers, on Visionary Corner this afternoon, featuring was Madam Palak Mawa. She is a professional dancer and the founder, or rather CEO of Mint Care. And that is an organization which actually focuses on spreading awareness on mental health. I believe it's important to also get to know how to get to actually access this particular organization before we let her go. How can they access this?
So I think I'm very active on social media.
Okay.
So I think everyone can go through my social media. I have a page just for mental health where I post all the updates. And I have a personal account for dance as well where I post all the dance content. So they can always follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is pulse._19. And I also have, again, another page for my organization, Mint Mental Care, where they will get all the updates.
Amazing. I think they got it right. Hopefully they're able to actually follow for any help you need, Madam Palak Mawa. Those are the Facebook page names. But for now, dear viewers, remember that we've come to the end of Visionary Corner. It never gets enough, but we keep bringing more and more different stories to be told right here on Visionary Corner. Always look forward on Monday afternoon, 16 hours, same time. I've been your host, Doreen Kapampa, and just to run through to those of you actually catching us, you're able to actually revisit our Facebook page and get to watch this particular edition of Visionary Corner. With us was Madam Palak Mawa, who joined us. Ensure to look forward for more interesting conversations right here on Visionary Corner. I've been your host, Doreen Kapampa, and for now, stay tuned to Millennium TV. Bye-bye.